Chances are good that you've heard of the water cycle before, and you may have learned about it in some detail in previous science classes. This diagram shows the main processes involved in the water cycle. Water cycles between the oceans, the atmosphere, and the land, sometimes outside living organisms and sometimes inside them. Here we see atmospheric water. This is water vapor that exists in the atmosphere. Water vapor can be transported by winds over great distances. What do you think happens to this water? Well, eventually it falls to the earth as precipitation. Specifically, when the air carrying it cools, the water vapor will condense into tiny droplets that form clouds. When the droplets become large enough, they fall to Earth's surface as precipitation in the form of rain, snow, sleet, or hail. Some water seeps into the ground and becomes groundwater. So, if water seeps into the ground and becomes groundwater, how does it end up in the ocean? Some precipitation flows along Earth's surface in what scientists call runoff until it enters a river or stream that carries it to an ocean or lake. So, then what happens to the water in the ocean? Well, water from the oceans and lakes evaporates and then becomes atmospheric gas, atmospheric water vapor. When it cools, it condenses to form clouds again. And then, of course, the clouds can drop precipitation where the water once again falls to the earth and becomes groundwater. Some groundwater penetrates deeply enough into the ground to become part of underground reservoirs. Groundwater can also enter plants through their roots. Plants Plants actually lose water through their leaves in a process called transpiration that returns water to the atmosphere. Groundwater that's taken up by the plant roots and and then evaporates through the plant's leaves is released back to the atmosphere. So we can see water cycling both through living things and through non-living things, through biotic portions of the biosphere and abiotic portions of or I should say, the ecosystem. And of course, we know that animals also drink water and excrete water. And so we see many other ways that water moves through biological and non biological systems.